when you're ready.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for kicking us off. I can't stay long, but I thought I would chime in. And my word is joy.
Mm-hmm.
Pure joy. And with that, I'll invite Pascal.
Oh. All right. Thank you, Jenny. Word of the day for me is I am. And yeah, I was just, like I'm doing a challenge. I invite you guys if you want to do it, but I'm going to listen to Wayne Dyer for 3 hours. So it's like 3 hours video when I'm going to bed. And it's very insightful. And it goes with I am. So yeah, that's my inspiration, and I'm going to do it for 21 days and see what happens. So I'll be the experiment.
I'll join you.
Okay, well, I can send the video on the chat, the Heart Center or whatever, right? So I'll send that, and then yeah, little challenge for all of us if we choose to. And on that, I'd like to invite Jesse.
Thank you, Pascal. I am Jenny Joy, Nikki Inspiration, inspired. Let it be is what I got there today. So let it be is my words. Let it be. Don't know in what context, but it's just those are the words that are in front.
So yeah, yesterday oh, go ahead, Jesse. Sorry.
Take her, Pascal.
Oh, yeah. So yesterday I did that practice, right? Like that was kind of my first day, and funny enough, like this morning, like the first video that pops up on my YouTube is I am, and I'd like to read you like 7 phrases that was saying in there, and then yeah, I'd like to start the day with that. So if you guys will allow me.
Please.
All right, so number 1 is I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall know hunger. I am the lights of the world. He who follow me shall not walk in the darkness, but shall have the light of life. I am the gate. If anyone enters through me, he shall be saved and shall go in and out and find pasture. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me shall live even if he dies. I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. I am the true wine, and my Father is the wine dresser.
Amen. Yes and amen. Thank you, Pascal. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I got to say, that is not a challenge for me when you talk about the I am before going to bed, because the first time when you mentioned how importantly it is to what we are processing before we go to bed is vitally important, because that is really going into our unconscious, of really renewing and becoming new every single day. But what we're allowing before we go to bed, because I think the theta stage is hypnosis, and that is when we can actually change the program of all the things, of unbeliefs and all those limitations. And it is very, very powerful. And the I am is what it is. When, if you don't mind me saying, Moses went to Pharaoh and said, how would I be able to confront him because I stutter? And God actually says, say, I am, like, throw out the stick and I'll even show by a miracle to turn it into a snake. You know what I mean? That he would know that, I am. And that I am is basically that I am that I am. There's nothing to add on. It's just I am. It's very powerful. So thank you for that. It's beautiful. I very, very much appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, from 0 to 6, 7, we're in that brain wave, right? Like the theta brain wave. And it's almost like we're like a hard drive, right? And but when you're getting older, then the only 2 times, unless like you force yourself to get to that state, and you can do that as well, probably with like binaural beats or anything like that, or meditation or breath work, but your body does it automatically when you're falling asleep and when you wake up. You're in that state, so you want to take advantage of these 2 times, right? So that's why, like, meditation is powerful at night, and it's powerful first thing in the morning, right? So
yeah. So what's been happening now in my lifespan is all about the brain, and how the brain works. And having to know, as Jesse reminded us about the 3 brains yesterday, the unconscious, the self-conscious, and the superconscious, right? But if you show me the boy of 7 or the girl of 7 years old, I'll show you who they are. It's because at that stage, coming from 1 to 7, they couldn't articulate, they couldn't, speak. So what they learned and what they download is by observing and watching. And that is the unconscious. The hypnosis, it just downloaded. So this is why, if you come out of a very poverty stricken, you will believe that this is what it is. And if you come out of a wealthy, then you also believe that. I'm just giving an example. I'm not just giving you an example of that unconscious beliefs. Yeah. So knowing that when you can literally how to change the brain is through the meditation, through repetition, but hypnosis too. But what you're allowing now to reprogram. Yeah, because 95% we are living with our programs of that at that space of from 1 to 7. Until we are only using 5% of our conscious, and that is creating. And this is what we are now coming into the knowing of the I am, who I am, by allowing you to say, to changing the patterns. And that I believe is going into the heart of allowing you to go back into that innocence of knowing that this is what I'm now programming. Because our minds is just where we put our attention. That's all it is. It's just the focus of where we're putting our attention, and yeah.
And that focus has an orientation from our structures.
Yes.
And no matter every situation will be differently, but fundamentally everyone's still stuck in their orientation.
Yes, Jesse.
And our
Beautifully said.
Western orientation is to get it from out there.
Yes. Yes. Oh, in a nutshell. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that.
And when it's out there, it's like we kneel down to it, we hail to it, we give our power to it, hoping that we'll catch it, get it, become it. And what happens is that we giving our power away and we arrive. Well, usually never get there, or if we do, work hard. If we get there, we're disappointed.
Yeah.
And then we just do it again and again and again.
Yeah, because we wouldn't choose to be the conscious creator. You know, we came as pure spirit, but we weren't that in allowing, because we had to be formed in what society said in school, and what growing up in a household, and to fit in and to belong and to feel worthy, and you know, and all those things. And it shapes you, you know. And then you come into knowing of your self identity, of saying, oh, I am separated and I'm not my parents, and I'm not, you know, all these things that come later on, in knowing that you're not even your body, not even your thoughts. And then you go, wow, you know, and then going into that whole understanding that we are souls. We don't have a soul. We are souls. This is what we are, but we have a body. And when you really wrap your head around that, it's quite daunting. It's quite like, wow. It's like, wow. And that's where you take the power back. And it's got nothing to do with the ego, you know. It's just taking back of what you've always been. And this is why I believe the love has always saved me, because love is the highest vibration. Love is who we always have been. We just lost it, you know, through division and separation and pride and greed to overpower somebody, you know, to take something from them, even if it's from country to country, you know. I'm just talking about all the things that we have to say, like, this person lives in this country, so they're this and then that, and they're better. No, you know. In Congo, I just want to bring, if you don't mind me saying, in Congo, the women in Congo have, hello, bye, darling. And just say goodbye to my son. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Yes.
Enjoy your
Yes,
day.
enjoy it. He does. He does enjoy his day. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, he really does. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say is, you know, if you don't mind, I say this because I'm very cautious of what I say still. I'm still very selective of what I'm sharing because I don't want to bring out any kind of topic that is a little bit like, whoa. But as in Congo, the women are still getting raped and abused, okay, severely. And they're not, nothing has been, they can't, and even if they say they've been raped, they get blamed for the rape. So it's a very, very sad scenario. And most times women are not allowed to go to school, they're not allowed to be educated. And, men are known as the future. So they got to go to school. And, I have a story that I just quickly will say that, years a girl that wanted to go to school and she started to do her brother's homework. And when she did her brother's homework, the actual teacher said, this is like, obviously, somebody's helping you. And he said, it was my sister. And then this is how the pattern broke, where she wanted to be in school. That's all she wanted, was to be in school, to learn. Anyway, and why I say that is through that, she was married off at the late age of 11, had 3 children at the age of 20. And unfortunately, to the frustration of her husband, beat her every single day. But she still had that dream. And this is what made me inspired, because I actually was very inspired by that. She had a dream and she wrote down, because somebody came into the village and told her, what is your dream? And she looked and she said, I never knew I could dream, but this is my dream, is to be educated, to get my master's, to go to the US, come to America, et cetera, et cetera. And today, she's a prize winner of doing everything that she said. And still, she kept that little list under her rock, and every time she went back and she ticked it off, And today, her husband actually works, not degrading, but actually works for her, because she has literally changed the whole trajectory of the village and her 3 daughters, And this is coming from very poor circumstances. And look at that. If that doesn't inspire you, what really inspires you, And that's a lot of things that even today we're still going through that, The power struggle, of who needs to be educated, who has the right to have the education. Everyone has the right to be educated.
Mm. Thanks, Nikki. Many of us take it for granted.
Yes. It's a privilege. And I'm so grateful and inspired to be here, because I feel I get educated every time.
Me too. And I get to hear from you guys. Yeah, not just one way.
And I feel it's the truth education.
Very aligns in with your I am. So it's like that's what we're the truths, what we're learning, like how to learn and be that with one another.
Yeah.
sharing our perspectives, not fighting or convincing or winning with our perspectives.
Funny, yesterday, I was finishing my day, and then like one gentleman came to me and he's like, "Oh, I want to just thank you for your guys' service. Like, you guys are so good. Like, you guys are so good on the equipment and stuff." He was talking generally, I would say, right? And we had a really good conversation. But I was like, it was my joy to observe where he was in his journey. And then he started blaming about the prime minister. And he's like, "Wow, I hope you're not like a fan of him." And I'm like, "No, I'm not, and, it wouldn't matter really, because like I don't rely on government, right, to save me. So it seems like, like as soon as you say like, "Well, the government is this, is this, is that," well, you're giving your power. So you're thinking like, well, with a better government, like you will save you, will do better to you. And it was just like, it's just amazing just to observe the conversation, really. And kind of at the end, like I speak my truth, and it was a little too much for him. And he was like, "Oh, I gotta go now," So it was just like, you gotta still be careful, but at the same time, like I'm not hiding from the truth anymore. Like I'm not, if you're upset with it, like if you run away, then maybe I just plant the seed, right? And then and hopefully like you'll wake up one day, and that will help me to wake up even more, right? So yeah, I just have a joy now of like just listening conversation, like it's beautiful to observe our conversation. Like there's no bad words or like bashing people. It's all about love, it's all about connection. But like you look around and you're like, wow, people are still not there, right? So we still have a lot of work to do. Right?
Isn't that true? Isn't that true? And that's the thing, I think, with disagreeing with agreeing. And I really can acknowledge now that, because I used to take it very like, when I say personal, I used to be very like, what's wrong? Is it me? Because if somebody doesn't agree, or if I make them unhappy, it's just a part of my personality of the Enneagram of a number 2. I really want to acknowledge that, because it's helped me tremendously, because I used to take responsibility for other people's emotions, because I had to be always so careful about how people were feeling. And this is very, very important, because when you do speak your truth, not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to like it. When you choose you, not everybody's going to like that either, and I hate disappointing people. I used to hate it. I really hated it. But now I know that I'm going to have to disappoint. I'm going to disappoint, but I've got to reappoint myself, because I've been in, it's my time to really go forwards now, because I'm either going to then die with the song in my heart, and I choose not to. I choose not to. I really, and that's Wayne Dyer says, do not die with your song in your heart. Play it. Forgive. When he forgave his father as being an alcoholic and abandoned him with his mother, with 3, they almost were orphans. They were orphans. And he was so bitter. and so angry with his father. He went to the father's grave and he spat at his father's grave and said, how dare you? Yeah. How dare you have done that to me? Yeah. But when he truly came into that heart of forgiveness, he says that's when everything opened up for him. He's writing. He could write. After that, things were just coming out of his, like writing. It was just a flow. Yeah. He stopped alcohol because he was an alcoholic. He stopped drinking. Yeah. Everything started turning around for him in such a way because he just became this vessel of just pure and openness to the truth. And then he said he will not die to the song in his heart, you know. And it doesn't matter, you know, because that's my vision now, you know. And I know there's going to be, and there is you know, obstacles all the time, you know, but I'm finally can choose me. And this is, I am, you know, I am enough. I am worthy. I am capable. I am significant. You know, it's not just saying that because I want to feel, oh, you know, I am. No, I am. And this is really what it's taking me, and it does take you a while to absorb that and take it in. But I thank God that I can say that now. And then I'm also very thankful that I can be around people, but also be around people that are not mindset like me. I like that. I like that because it's a challenge, because it's not personal. That's what I also like. I don't want to just be around like-minded people like me, because then you just become a clique. No, I want to have people that can really challenge that, you know? And that's what makes it what you just said now, I think, Pascal and Jesse, is that that's the influence. You don't need to change people. It's not your job. It's not your job to fix people. No one's broken, you know? And that's the power, you know, of taking that power back and saying, yeah, I hear you. I didn't discriminate you. I understand. And what I love about Jesse saying, there's no judgment. There's no judgment here. I can accept that, because you can't accept where people are, where they are. You can't expect things from people that they don't know. And then you get angry with them, and then they get all defensive and go, well, look at you. You're supposed to say, are you so and so, but look at you. Look at your behavior. So this is where you give yourself that freedom of letting people be free. Because to me, freedom is a free of choice, to choose.
Nikki, I don't want to interrupt you, but we have a new guest in the house.
Yes.
I'd like to invite Ian to join our circle and share your wisdom with us.
Hi everyone, how are you?
Hi, Ian.
Very good.
Good
Yourself?
morning, Ian.
Hi. Yeah, I think my word for today is joy. I think the past few weeks I've been feeling a lot of low emotions, but I've been trying to find the joy in, like, for example, sadness. Finding the joy in the sadness. I'm not making it right or wrong. It's okay to feel sad, you know, accept it. Just, yeah, trying to find the joy in the low emotions. I'm not making it
Powerful
right or
lesson.
wrong.
Powerful, Ian. So good. What I heard, welcome, and so good to hear you, be with you this morning, afternoon for you, is acknowledging the truth. It's like, yeah, that has me sad. Huh. Wow. Look at that. us. And we just stay there and acknowledge it as long as we need to. Mm. Then we can honor the information. So I just, just experience a life we love. A body, an energy full of situations. And then just imagine the powerful creator you are. Like a wizard, right? It's like, oh, it's, or whatever you want it to be. It's like a creator is with the magic, with the opportunities, the possibilities of everything. Something and nothing. And just imagine what it is you would love, what you want, desire to experience. Hmm. Imagine all the ways that you could have it. You could be it. Be enjoying it. Be sad with it. Be happy. Hmm. Just acknowledging the truth. The truth of your nature and purpose, your passion and power, your peace and prosperity. Thank you. Just thank you, Pascal. More and more, I hear you reminding me of my breath. So thank you. I'm so honored. Ian. Always positive, always see it that way, always a lesson to be learned with you, from you. So I honor every time you're in this space. Every time I thank you for sharing your huge heart of love with us. Nikki, your passion for life, for others, for yourself, and that they have their best. I love that about you. So I thank you all, Jenny. Power horse, Jenny. Power of joy. Shaping and leading her family, as we all are. Peaceful power to bring our passions and purpose into prosperity, into abundance.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys gonna hear because it's quite windy and driving at the same time. But yeah, I want to acknowledge you, Ian, for showing up today. It's wonderful to hear your voice again, but also just to really acknowledge that, like, say, like you're sad, and that you see it for what it is, and you stay in that tension, but you're able to find peace or joy in it. And I say that I recognize this from you because I recognize this from myself. So the only way I can recognize a pattern in someone is because I recognize it myself. So, and to me, that's a high level of consciousness, because like before, you know, if I feel sad, anger and stuff, I just brush it off. I never stayed in it. So just to stay in there and like find like the feeling that you want to feel, and it's not brushing it off or like throwing it under the rug, or it's really like acknowledge it and transmute it. So yeah, congrats on that.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been on the last few weeks, because I haven't really been feeling like connecting with people. But yeah, I'm okay today.
So good.
Just know that Ian, if like it doesn't matter how you feel. Like I can talk about myself, but I always embrace it. I will always like hold you, you know, for the way you feel. So you always love. So you wanna, you know, even if you sometimes like you know, like the hardest thing for me, like it was always like say to the gym when I don't feel like it, but it end up to be like my best session. So it's not about convincing you, but just say that like there's gold in here.
Thanks, Pascal. Ian, would you invite our friend Joe in?
Yeah, I invite Joe in. Hello, Joe.
Hello, what's happening, guys? Big love, big love. I've actually been listening for the last half hour on YouTube. Just been loving it. Just been loving it. Listening to you all talk. And then you came on, Ian. And like Pascal says, wow, that was profound. That was deep. That really hit me, that brother, when you said finding the joy in the sadness. And that's just like that's like looking for the silver lining, or keep digging for the gold, looking for the gold, and that's powerful, because he's made me realize as well, like, yeah, there is sadness in me, and there has been, and that's so beautiful to hear from you. Such a way with words to so simply say that. And that's it. Look in the sadness, look for the joy, look for the feeling in that. And that's it, like Pascal said, not pushing it, brushing it aside. And wow, bro, very, very inspiring, very powerful. So yeah, thank you for inviting me in. It's great to be here, guys. I was loving the breathwork talk yesterday. I was joining in too. So my word, I don't know what my word is. I'll say true power, stepping into our true power. And acknowledging that sadness and just allowing it to be, not pushing it away. Yeah. Big love, guys. I'm done.
Thank you. Where would we like to go? With our inspiration, with our joy, with our I am, with our sadness and joy, and our power.
I choose clarity.
That's a good one.
I choose to feel really, really good. I choose to laugh, smile, sing and dance.
Yes, Joe. Mm. And choose power, peace, peaceful power.
Peace. Yeah. I choose to feel fuzzy and warm. I choose to sit up straight, breathe through my nose. I choose to focus, observe, relax. But the extension to this trust always gets me. It always steps me into the relaxation. When I've been saying that in my head for focus, observe, relax. But it's when I say that trust, it enables the relaxation to kick in. So trust, a crucial element of relaxation. Wow. So I've been thinking how we can extend that word further. But I'm happy with it currently at Fort, F-O-R-T. I choose and decide to be joyful.
I choose unconditional love. I choose being aware of my awareness. And I choose to be present at all times.
I choose to trust in the process of life and to remember that things are happening for me, not to me. I'm not getting lost in a victimhood mode. Remembering it's happening for me.
Well, thank you for sharing.
taking,
Love that.
yeah, taking what we want and dropping the rest. Anyone else want to mix their choice in as we bake our day?
I think for me, it's just being grateful for stuff. Like currently, I live in a block of flats, and it's like 8 flats attached to each other. And about a week and a half ago, I saw a mouse in my house, and I found out that the whole block where I live is infested with mice. And I'm staying at my friend's parents at the minute because I don't want to stay home with mice. But I didn't stress about it. It's just like I'm grateful that I've got a place to live. There's people on the street that are freezing cold that would love to live in a flat with mice, you know?
Mhm.
I've got a flat over my head, it's going to get sorted, and I just didn't stress about it. Yeah, I've got a big bill now because I've had to pay pest control, but, you know, just don't stress about it. And they're quite cute, actually, so. So.
It's got a mouse in the house. I've got a mouse in my house.
I opened my cooker and one jumped out.
Oh my
That's
days.
all good.
It's all good that it's cold out there. So I choose excitement. I choose bliss. I choose flow. I choose to feel satisfied in whatever arises. I choose to be neutral. I choose not to judge. I choose to be curious. I choose love. I choose intuition. I choose divinity. I choose my heart. I choose innocence. Full stop.
I think choosing is very powerful. It starts with our choice. And when we get to choose and choose from the heart, for me, that's a true choice. So I choose all parts of me, accepting all parts of me. If you want to label it good or bad or ugly, let it be. But I choose all aspects of me.
Yeah.
And I also choose what really matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Being clear on what really, really matters. Having a priority choice or a primary focused. But yeah, all parts.
What I find is when I choose it, and then I sit in the silence or ask why, like, can I have it or why not? And when I choose it and ask that, one, you remove the wobbles out of the way, but two, it also gives space for something to come into it to say this is the obvious action, because we've made a choice, asked a question, why can't I have it, and then what's next? So what I noticed would be, yes, I can choose a lot of words and say them, but they're not giving me any information. Or I am not allowing the information. I'm pushing through them. I'm speeding around them. I can say my society says, oh, the more that we have, the better. And I think that's what Nikki's aimed at, is like, oh, like to narrow it big enough, but focused as well. Because if we end up with a laundry list or a laundry of items or tasks or many different ways, there's no direction.
Yeah.
Which is all around clarity. And look, there's always around like, okay, let's find the center, because there's always an unpacking process. So there was no judging in that. It was just an awareness of what I noticed as we were sharing them.
Yeah, less is more. I think they were all kind of nested in the same kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Positive
maybe,
or direction, yeah.
I mean, maybe like all them words in the future will be able to be summed up in a new word.
Yes. A new experience, a new feeling, one that we haven't had yet, maybe.
Yeah.
How cool is that? A feeling we haven't named.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's happened, but like I've had this funny feeling in my stomach that I can't be in a shift, but it seems to have gone now. So I think I can get on with my day.
Perfect.
Right, guys. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. No. Seriously. Yeah. I feel a clearness in my stomach, and I'm grateful for that, because it's been pretty sticky. Whew. Right. I'm off to the gym. I love you guys.
Thanks, Joe. Enjoy the
Take care,
workout.
Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, guys. Big love. Peace out. Speak to you
Bye.
soon.
What I found interesting in what we were saying with I choose is none of us choose money, career, any of that. We all choose a feeling. And that's interesting to me because it's like everything we do, it's to get to a certain feeling.
Yes.
And we all know, and it's been scientifically proven, and we know that we can produce a feeling without going anywhere. So there's nowhere to go. You know,
But in.
but inside, yeah.
is such a fundamental awareness that we can say all that we want is to experience or feel, have a feeling. Be it, to see it.
Yeah.
Guys, I've
And if
got to
I,
go now, but thank you
all
very
righty.
much.
Thanks, Ian.
Take
Have a
care.
great day.
Have a good
See
day,
ya.
Ian.
See you. Bye.
Take care.
God bless.
Bye. And we all think it's things that'll give us the feelings.
Yeah.
Others give me the feelings. And, ultimately the feeling that we belong, that we're heard, that people are listening, they're engaging, experiencing us. Only when we can experience ourselves. And all we're asking is for our truths, just to share the truths of how they are in the moment. I think I am complete.
I was just listening, and it was so inspiring because I was multitasking. I was jumping on my rebounder as I was listening to you, because this is what matters and this is how I want to feel. And I know when I do things that are challenging and that's hard, it actually not just helps my body, but it helps my brain. Yeah. So I thank you for sharpening me this morning. And I am that I am. And wow, another amazing, amazing, amazing session. So thank you. Let it be. Let the joy flow. Continue. Love. And thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Much love. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Nikki.
next
Thank you,
time.
Justin.
I choose to have a great day.
There it is.
I mean,
Yes.
how is it possible not to have a good day after this? It's a great.
I know, it's
cheers.
amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's like,
It is the experience of the strongest emotion that I will take myself through the day. Because how I start your day is how you finish it, huh? How you start the day is how you finish it. And I got to tell you, this is doing it, being it. So thank you. You feel the love? Do you
I
feel
feel
the
it.
love?
I feel it.
Yeah. Okay,
Love the
cheers.
giggle.
I'm gonna
All
go
right,
back
thanks,
on
guys.
my bouncy.
Go
yeah,
Bye.
bouncy.
I would say
bouncy,
like
bouncy.
I came to my favorite store again, picked up all the ingredient that I needed to make my recipe, and now I'm gonna make it.
Go for it. And enjoy it.
Yeah,
Enjoy
and be
it.
grateful for my ingredients.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Alrighty. Bye now.
Take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye.